Imagine asking someone on the street to tell you about their experiences in school. They might start telling you about multiplication tables or grammar, but chances are they will tell you about their favorite teacher, their friends, the subjects they loved and hated. When people talk about what they learned, their takeaways tend to be what it was like to learn at this experiential, social, emotional level. Social emotional learning, or SEL, is a buzzword right now in education, referring to skills including self-awareness and social awareness. It has been getting a lot of attention from very different streams. There are those who advocate for SEL as a promoter of student well-being and academic achievement, and there are increasing attacks, often grouped with those on critical race theory, LGBTQ+ rights, that push against SEL as a form of radical indoctrination. My work is positioned in a third stream of attention that seeks to recognize where SEL itself might be perpetuating systems of oppression unintentionally, through things like positioning students of color in need of saving, or emphasizing academic achievement above other forms of well-being. It is important to critique and question SEL because of its possibilities and its importance. My dissertation will welcome 6 to 8 elementary teachers into these critical conversations about SEL through a discussion group. In this collaborative form of professional development, we will read book chapters and articles and meet weekly for 6 weeks to discuss them, in addition to one-on-one interviews, 2 surveys, and self-reflective journaling. The study is guided by questions that include: how do teachers make meaning of and emotionally engage with topics of SEL and social justice? How do teachers reflect on their own identities in relation to these topics? Something that struck me in my pilot work is the tendency to personify SEL, saying things like the curriculum teaches or SEL says. This can position teachers as mere deliverers of prepackaged tools that do the actual teaching, which defers blame and success from human individuals. At the same time, perhaps this distancing of individuals from curriculum could put responsibility on broader systems to change. These are themes to keep exploring in my work. My goal is not to produce a perfect, finished model of SEL, but to demonstrate the importance of conversations not just toward change, but as change. We need to talk about SEL and its context in ways that are not so ironically social and emotional, staying with hard feelings, forefronting relationships. This is not just a study about what is talked about in conversations of education and social justice. It also asks how we talk about these things, and perhaps most importantly, who we are as we talk about them.